Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, we'll be honoring the incredible cast and creators who brought the iconic USS Enterprise to life, exploring their unforgettable contributions to science fiction and the legacy they left behind. From the dynamic Captain Kirk to the groundbreaking representation of diversity in space, these individuals helped shape one of the most beloved franchises in television history. Let's dive in and celebrate the lives and careers of these extraordinary talents. Leonard Nimoy's portrayal of Spock, the half-human, half-Vulcan science officer of the USS Enterprise, introduced a complex character who balanced logic and emotion. Nimoy, born on March 6, 1931 in Boston, Massachusetts, brought a sense of depth and intellect to Spock, turning him into one of the most iconic characters in television history. His iconic Vulcan salute and phrase, "Live long and prosper," became synonymous with Star Trek. Nimoy continued to play Spock in various Star Trek films, including The Wrath of Khan and The Search for Spock, which he also directed. Outside of Star Trek, Nimoy expanded his talents into photography, writing, and voice acting. He published poetry and autobiographies, including I Am Not Spock and I Am Spock, reflecting his complex relationship with the character. Leonard Nimoy passed away on February 12, 2015, at age 83 due to COPD. His death was a profound loss for the Star Trek community, but his influence endures. Spock remains a symbol of wisdom, compassion, and curiosity, reflecting Nimoy's impact both as an actor and as a person. Gene Roddenberry, born on August 19, 1921 in El Paso, Texas, was the visionary behind Star Trek. As the creator and producer, Roddenberry dreamed of a future where humanity had overcome its divisions and ventured into the stars united. His groundbreaking concept of a multicultural crew, working together to explore the galaxy, reflected his progressive values during a time of social upheaval. Roddenberry's vision of Star Trek faced challenges during its original run, but grew into a global phenomenon, spawning movies, spin-offs, and a devoted fan base. He was a pioneer in addressing social issues through science fiction, using the series to explore themes like racism, war, and human unity. Gene Roddenberry passed away on October 24, 1991 at age 70. His dream of a better future continues to inspire, with Star Trek remaining one of the most beloved franchises in entertainment history. Known as the Great Bird of the Galaxy, Roddenberry's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of imagination and hope. DeForest Kelley, Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy. DeForest Kelley brought warmth and humanity to the role of Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy, the Enterprise's chief medical officer. Born on January 20, 1920 in Takei, Georgia, Kelley's portrayal of McCoy added a grounded, emotional layer to Star Trek. His sharp wit, southern charm, and frequent banter with Spock helped create some of the most memorable dynamics on the show. McCoy's famous line, "He's dead, Jim," became one of the series' most iconic catchphrases. Before Star Trek, Kelley had a successful career in Western films and TV shows, often playing villains. After the series ended, he continued to play Dr. McCoy in the Star Trek films, delivering poignant performances, particularly in The Wrath of Khan and The Voyage Home. Kelley was known for his humility and loyalty to his fans, often attending conventions and embracing his role in Star Trek history. DeForest Kelley passed away on June 11, 1999, at the age of 79 due to stomach cancer. He left behind a legacy as a beloved member of the Star Trek family. His portrayal of McCoy continues to be celebrated as one of the most relatable and heartfelt performances in the series, embodying the human element of the franchise's exploration of science and the unknown. George Takei, Hikaru Sulu. George Takei brought poise and professionalism to the role of Lieutenant Hikaru Sulu, the helmsman of the Enterprise. Born on April 20, 1937, in Los Angeles, California, Takei's portrayal of Sulu was a groundbreaking moment for Asian American representation on television. As a skilled pilot and occasional swordsman, Sulu was a well-rounded and vital member of the crew, earning the respect of fans and his shipmates alike. After the original series, Takei continued to play Sulu in the Star Trek films, where his character rose to the rank of captain. Outside of acting, Takei became a prominent activist for LGBTQ+ rights and social justice, using his platform to raise awareness about important issues. He also wrote several books, including his memoir, To the Stars. George Takei remains an influential figure in entertainment and activism. At age 85, he continues to engage with fans, write, and perform, most recently lending his voice to animated projects. His work as a trailblazer for representation and equality solidifies his enduring legacy both on and off screen. James Doohan became synonymous with the role of Montgomery Scotty Scott, the Enterprise's chief engineer. Born on March 3, 1920 in Vancouver, British Columbia, Doohan's portrayal of Scotty as a quick-thinking and resourceful engineer made him a fan favorite. His Scottish accent and iconic phrase, "I'm giving her all she's got, Captain," became integral to the Star Trek legacy. After the series, Doohan reprised his role in the Star Trek films and became a beloved figure at fan conventions. He also contributed to the creation of the Klingon and Vulcan languages, showcasing his dedication to the franchise. Outside of Star Trek, Doohan appeared in other TV shows and films, though Scotty remained his most iconic role. James Doohan passed away on July 20, 2005, at the age of 85. His ashes were famously sent into space, fulfilling a lifelong wish and solidifying his association with the stars. Fans remember him not only for his role as Scotty, but also for his kindness and dedication to the Star Trek community. Walter Koenig, Pavel Chekov. Walter Koenig joined the cast in Star Trek's second season as Ensign Pavel Chekov, the enthusiastic and often humorous navigator of the Enterprise. Born on September 14, 1936 in Chicago, Illinois, Koenig's addition to the show brought a youthful energy and international flair to the crew. His character's Russian heritage reflected Star Trek's vision of global unity during a time of Cold War tensions. After the series, Koenig continued to play Chekov in the Star Trek films, with notable moments in The Wrath of Khan and The Undiscovered Country. Outside of Star Trek, Koenig appeared in shows like Babylon 5 and worked as a writer for various TV projects. He also authored books and plays, showcasing his creative versatility. Walter Koenig remains active in the Star Trek community, attending conventions and connecting with fans. At age 87, he continues to inspire as one of the last surviving members of the original Star Trek cast. His contributions to the series and his dedication to its legacy ensure his place in the hearts of fans worldwide. Majel Barrett, Nurse Christine Chapel, Lwaxana Troi. Majel Barrett played Nurse Christine Chapel in Star Trek: The Original Series, a role that showcased her nurturing and compassionate presence aboard the Enterprise. Born on February 23, 1932, in Cleveland, Ohio, Barrett initially appeared in the unaired pilot episode, The Cage, as Number 1, the ship's first officer. Despite the character being replaced after the pilot, Barrett found a new role as Chapel, becoming an integral part of the show. Majel Barrett was deeply intertwined with the Star Trek universe, both professionally and personally, as the wife of creator Gene Roddenberry. She reprised her role as Nurse Chapel in Star Trek: The Motion Picture and went on to voice the computer systems across various Star Trek series. Barrett also portrayed Lwaxana Troi, a flamboyant and memorable character in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Her voice work and on-screen presence became iconic elements of the franchise. Majel Barrett passed away on December 18, 2008, leaving behind an enduring legacy as the First Lady of Star Trek. Her contributions to the franchise span decades, and her voice as the ship's computer remains a comforting and familiar element of the Star Trek experience for fans around the world. William Shatner, Captain James T. Kirk. William Shatner brought to life the fearless and charismatic Captain James T. Kirk, the leader of the USS Enterprise. Shatner's portrayal of Kirk showcased his unmatched ability to command respect while displaying a unique charm that made him relatable to fans. Born on March 22, 1931, in Montreal, Canada, Shatner was already an experienced actor with roles in film and television before Star Trek. His performance in the series became a cultural phenomenon, establishing Captain Kirk as one of the most recognizable characters in science fiction history. Following the end of the original series, Shatner continued his association with Star Trek, appearing in multiple films, most notably directing Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. Beyond the franchise, he showcased his versatility in series like T.J. Hooker and his Emmy-winning performance in Boston Legal. Shatner also explored music, writing, and directing, keeping himself relevant in the entertainment industry for decades. William Shatner remains an enduring cultural icon. In 2021, he made history as the oldest person to travel to space at age 90 aboard Blue Origin's suborbital flight, fulfilling a dream befitting his Star Trek legacy. Today, at 92 years old, Shatner continues to write, act, and appear at fan conventions, keeping the spirit of Star Trek alive for both longtime fans and new generations. Nichelle Nichols made history as Lieutenant Nyota Uhura, the communications officer of the Enterprise. As one of the first Black women in a significant role on television, Nichols shattered barriers and inspired future generations. Born on December 28, 1932, in Robbins, Illinois, her portrayal of Uhura was groundbreaking, providing a rare representation of Black women in leadership and intelligence. Her on-screen presence also led to one of television's first interracial kisses with William Shatner, a bold move for its time. After Star Trek, Nichols worked with NASA to recruit women and minorities into the space program, leaving a real-world legacy as significant as her on-screen contributions. She also appeared in various other projects, including voice work in animation and live-action roles, while remaining a beloved figure at Star Trek conventions. Nichelle Nichols passed away on July 30, 2022, at the age of 89. Her legacy as a pioneer for diversity in media and science endures, as does her iconic role as Uhura. Through her work, Nichols broke barriers and paved the way for others, cementing her place as an irreplaceable figure in television history. Thank you for joining us on our journey to honor the legacy of Star Trek. If you enjoyed this tribute, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Live long and prosper.